guys, welcome back to the Nottingham Forest save. This is the, I believe, second upload of the day, I think. It might be the first of a new day, it might be the second of today. Regardless, make sure you subscribe with the notification bell ticked. There are multiple videos going up every single day. We might even be up to 3 uploads a day by the end of the week, so don't miss any, will you? FA Cup quarter-final today. I mistakenly thought yesterday, in the last episode, that we had the quarter-final. No, it was round of 16. We beat City. We stormed to a 3-0 lead against Bournemouth and then nearly lost it. And we stormed to a 2-0 deficit against Rennes, but then brought it back and won it. So, what sort of Nottingham Forest will turn up today, I couldn't possibly tell you. But quarter-final of the FA Cup, second leg of the round of 16 of the Europa League, and then leads away in the Premier League to play in this one. We'll start one game at a time, one game per competition, and hopefully we'll be at Wembley for a semi-final into the quarterfinals of the Europa League by the end of the day. And fingers crossed, 3 points closer to a league title as well. 5 at the back for West Brom as they're going to go defensive. Josh Griffiths in goal for them. Taylor Gardner-Hickman at right back with Mongala. Yeah, that Mongala. Dara O'Shea, Cedric Kipre and Greg Taylor at the back for them. Alex Mowat and Jason Malumbi in the midfield with Grady Diangana and Carlin Grant either side of Callum Morton up top. Callum Morton, I believe, the striker on our FM save this year that just absolutely destroyed League One and scored like 40 plus goals in a single season. Hopefully he won't be doing anything of the like here. We're at full strength, although not quite full fitness with some players, for this FA Cup tie. Rather evidently, we're putting quite a bit of emphasis on this, and we very much like to go through here. Last time we played a Championship side in a cup competition, it didn't go well against Blackburn, did it, in the Carabao Cup? We went out, and I'll be particularly disappointed if we go out of this cup competition to Championship opposition as well. Popescu. Use Guendouzi. Then look for Pino. He might be able to shoot. I won't. Oh, and Kipre, well, very nearly denied me the corner. He tried his damnedest. Ramsey with the delivery. It's not bad. And Didi with the header. Oh, and it's gone in. Mistake from the keeper. We slated our goalkeeper yesterday, or in the most recent episode, for conceding an awful goal against Bournemouth in similar fashion. In the end, we won that game, and it didn't cost us. But here, it's gone in our favour, and the keeper really should have done better there. It's a decent header by Ndidi. He's won it well, but it's right next to the keeper, and that's just terrible. There's no other word for it, is there? Terrible goalkeeping. Lamptey to Mark Gay and Guendouzi. Holding up nicely. And Ndidi forward to Rashford. I would like to get a lead that I can just lean on and then rest some players. And it looks like we might be getting it. 2-0 up in the 13th minute. Jacob Ramsey arrives and heads home well with a brilliant pinpoint cross. We scored 3 goals in 22 minutes against Bournemouth and 3 goals in 16 minutes, albeit in the second half, against Stade Rennais in the last episode uploaded on the channel. We might be potentially able to beat that again here if I can score another one in the next 3 minutes. But certainly, the goal glut continues here for Nottingham Forest. Popescu into Guendouzi. Forward to Rashford. Nikolenko, the obvious. Driving into the box. I'll try and drill it hard and low. Yep, that was actually a shot. I know, it was that bad, wasn't it? Yeremy Pino, dip. No, it didn't. Alex Mowat. Diangana kicked against Ndidi. Him in the arms, so play continues with their advantage. Carlin Grant. Sharp turn. Finds Callum Morton. Popescu, well, gets ball and man, but thankfully more of the ball. And the referee... Oh, none of the ball there whatsoever from the West Brom man. Dara O'Shea, was it? No, Taylor Gardner-Hickman. Just completely flattened me. West Brom have built quite well at times in this first half, but they're definitely the second best side here. And I don't think there's been any real doubt about that to this point. Lumby, that's a lovely through ball. And Callum Morton's gotten away. Oh, my lord. What an effort. Callum Morton, so very nearly pulling one back for West Bromwich Albion there. Brilliantly worked. Got away from the defenders that were near him and just let fly. That was a cracking effort. I almost wish it had gone in. It was so well hit. Thankfully, it didn't. And we don't have our lead halved. If anything, we'll be trying to treble it in this second half. But at the minute, West Brom are actually starting the second half the brighter, although they've given me possession back there. I'll look for Rashford through the gap. Oh, runners around me. Here's Mikolenko, and Guendouzi's in the middle. He scored a good header. Oh, against René, and he nearly scored a lovely bicycle kick there, but no dice. Rashford, forward to Ramsey. Tammy's on the run. Dinked. Forced him slightly wide. I could try and loft it, but I'm definitely not going to score by doing so. Rashford, ugh. Just had nothing in this second half, have I? Up we go. Right, up we don't go. In we go, though. Mangala does well. Tammy! Brilliant. Tammy Abraham. Oh, no, come on. Straight red, it has to be. Definite denial of a goal-scoring opportunity there. Without any shadow of doubt. Dara O'Shea sent. And it wasn't even just Tammy through. The opportunity to square that as well to Popescu, who was with me. That is absolutely a red card challenge. He's kept his side in it for the time being, but unfortunately for Dara O'Shea, no further FA Cup football for him this season. And unfortunately for his... Oh, Marcus Rashford with a thunderbolt from the blue! Or from the red, more to the point. Wow! Shot power enough. That wasn't even remotely in the corner. But Rashford just powered it into the back of the net with sheer strength of strike. Wow, I've not scored a goal like that. All FIFA 22, I don't think, with a free kick. That is pure shot power from a set piece that wasn't particularly accurate. We lead by 3. That's game over. And, well, West Brom's misery with the red card compounded by conceding from the resulting free kick. Mangala. Tammy Abraham. Forward to Ramsey. Out wide to Rashford. Tammy's arriving in the middle. Oh, as is Popescu. That was played back by their defender and nearly led to an awkward situation for their goalkeeper. Schlotterbeck determined to keep a clean sheet here in this... Oh, hello. There's the press. Determined to keep a clean sheet in this FA Cup tie, and keep one he will against the eventual 10 men of West Bromwich Albion. Now we're through to an FA Cup semi-final at Wembley. The question is, who will we play? West Brom absolutely destroyed in that game. Accrington Stanley are away against Tottenham in their quarter-final. Stanley have done outrageous... Oh my God! They are through to the semi-finals! Stoke 0, Manchester United 2, Chelsea 2, Brighton 1, Forest 3, West Brom 0, Spurs 2, Accrington Stanley 2, and they win 4-3 on penalties. Accrington Stanley? Who the fuck are they? We know who they are now. For those that aren't aware, Google Accrington Stanley, who are they? From a really old advert for milk in the UK. Obviously, as a lower league fan, fully aware of who Accrington Stanley are. But, wow! Accrington Stanley, FA Cup semi-final at Wembley. Against me! Oh, the luck of the draw! Aki Stanley, can you believe it? We will have Accrington Stanley in the FA Cup semi-finals. Now, as good as they have been on the run to the FA Cup final, surely I have to simulate that and concentrate on the other competitions. I mean, I could just play every game remaining this season. I probably might even end up doing that. Manchester United, Chelsea is the other semi, but we have Nottingham Forest versus Accrington Stanley in an FA Cup semi-final at Wembley. That is wonderful. Long live football. What a story for them. Up for us next, the opportunity to get through to the quarterfinals of another competition. This time, it's the Europa League. Only the one change to the side that played so well in the first leg away in France. Cabral gets to start on the left ahead of their goal scorer Kamaldeen Sulemana, who is on the bench. The rest of the side is exactly as it was in the first leg. And we are at full strength, needing only a draw to make it through, which hopefully we'll go and get. And Popescu will find Rashford here. Guendouzi scored a good goal in the first leg. The third that saw us take the lead in the tie as a whole. Hannibal's in the way of that, but Mikolenko will still deliver. Jesus. Talk about acrobatics. Jeremy Pino probably should have played in Guendouzi there, to be honest. Unbelievable acrobatics in the middle there from their defender that won the header to clear it initially. Jeremy Doku looking to break away here for Stade Rennais. We know, evidently, how dangerous they can be offensively from the way that they stormed to a 2-0 lead in the first leg. We just, thankfully, had the second half performance of all second half performances to ensure that we came out on top overall. We'll wait and see how this one pans out, but I'd like to not quite be so worrisome at the back. Again, a good ball in. Oh, brilliant cross. Oh, Jesus Christ, Jacob Ramsey. What in the world was that, mate? That's terrible. Nicely intercepted by Jeremy Pino. We're on form in this game so far. Everybody's playing particularly well. The only thing that hasn't gone according to plan is that Jacob Ramsey finish. Guendouzi's in and through. Anthony Lopez with the finish. It's 1-0 on the night. It's 4-2 on aggregate. And Matteo Guendouzi, after his time at Marseille, knows just how to play against sides from Liga. Nice ball inside. Made a good run. And to be fair, could have shot first time. Didn't. I don't know whether actually the initial shot was on target, because it came down off the arm. It probably would have found its way in anyway. Into the bottom corner it goes. His second goal in 5 games in the Europa League. Second goal in 2 games, technically, in the knockout stages. And we have ourselves a 2-goal advantage on aggregate now. You'd like to say from here, we shouldn't throw it away. Jeremy Doku spins and runs away. Can Mykolenko outmuscle him? No. Went for the ball when really I was just looking to outmuscle the man and try and knock him off it with a shoulder barge. Decent header, decent save. Not really too much of threat there. Here there is, though. That's going to fall free, and Casteels makes the save. It's going to fall for Carlos Alenia, who scored a great goal in the first leg. And Alenia nearly scores one in this leg again at a second attempt. Another corner for the French here. Illich to deliver. And it's poor, as is the clearance. And Ndicka wins it back. Evan Ndicka a monster defensively. And Alenia to Dieng. Good block by Mark Gay, and we'll clear it away. They're putting the pressure on. Stade Rennais. They are trying here to get themselves back in it. Well, unfortunately for them, I think they're just a little bit too far out of it now. Talk about pinpoint accuracy with the pass. That was outrageous. Jeremy Doku, he's just too quick. It's just too quick. Schlotterbeck comes across, though. Stands him up, squares him off, and wins the ball back. Popescu. Annibal's done brilliantly there, but we do get away with it. Indeedy to Popescu again, and because Annibal's out of position, now there's some room here to break in behind where the right back would have been. Popescu into Jacob Ramsey, looking for Marcus Rashford. Here arriving is Guendouzi, who is loving a European goal right now. But top of the bar and over on this occasion. That would absolutely have sealed it. He got right underneath that with his left foot, unfortunately. Right, we will make a couple of changes again, just to try and manage the squad as best we can. Take Guendouzi off, actually, and move Ramsey back and bring Elise in there. And continually, we'll give Alex Mighton some football, although Mykolenko is getting tired. But we can certainly just play Omar Richards in the next game, regardless, against Leeds. Cracking on, still 1-0 and 4-2, as they've brought on Mikkelsen up top for Dieng to try and fire them back in the tie. Doku's turned away from me. Illich has Santa Maria, who's off the bench for them now to try and dictate the flow of the game in midfield. Not been bad, Rennais, in this one. And the 1-0 scoreline doesn't necessarily dictate how strong they've been in the game, but they just haven't had a high enough quality of chance to get the goals that they need. And with it being a number that they need, not just one, they need 3 to avoid extra time here. It's, well, in the 83rd minute, not going to happen. They've played quite well, and at times I've been quite worried about their attacking play. Oh, just getting a big toe to it to stop me from absolutely sealing the deal. But they've not quite been good enough over the course of 2 legs, Rennais. Their defensive lapses in the first leg are ultimately going to be what costs them. Elise back to Tammy Abraham here. We might as well wind up on his left foot. We are headed to a European quarter-final. Thanks to that man, who apparently has phenomenal eyelashes. What a goal! I tried to whip it I finessed that, and I don't know if there's actually any whip in it at all. He's just lumped it. Can we see an angle from behind? No. Has he finessed it at all? It has finessed, but there didn't seem to be much whip on that. It just arrowed into the top corner. Tammy Abraham, not bad on his left foot, it seems. 2-0 on the night. 5-2 on aggregate. And, well, they are definitely out of it now, Stade Rennais. Sorry, lads. No Accrington Stanley-esque story for you here. Although, to be fair, comparative levels of ability, they're much better than Accrington Stanley compared to the other talent that's involved in this competition. But we have just knocked them out. Who will face in the quarterfinals is yet to be decided. It was a very even game. Roma win 2-0 on the night against Napoli, but after losing at home, they are out. And FC Köln beat Spurs. Wow. Tottenham Hotspur knocked out of the FA Cup by Accrington Stanley, and then knocked out of the Europa League by FC Köln of Germany, who we've done a save with in the past, and enjoyed it very much indeed as well. PSV knocked Hajduk Split out. We're through as well. Porto win on penalties. Juventus are through. Inter are through, as are Sassuolo. A number of big sides still involved in the Europa League, including Nottingham Forest. Thank you very much. Matches rescheduled. 1.2 million added to the kitty. Who do we have? Apparently, whoever Tottenham lose to, we get. FC Köln will be our quarter-final Europa League opponents. Right then, let's go and play Leeds. Leeds' 11 in a 4-2-3-1. You remember Sergio Rochette from the last time we played Leeds. He was very impressive in between the sticks for them. Drama, Ayer, Koza and Katabak at the back for them. Dennis Garcia on the right with Jan Thielman on the left. And they've got Galoppo and Lefay in midfield with Esposito, 84 rated and pretty damn good, I think, at cam, behind an 83 rated Joe Gelhardt, who's also going to be pretty handy. There is a experienced, shall we say, Jordan Henderson on the bench. We've slightly changed our lineup, mainly because of fitness after the game against Stade Rennais, but we should be strong enough to get victory here. We should be strong enough to get victory in almost every game we play, and then we can jump into the next episode later on this afternoon or this evening, and hopefully get ourselves through to the next round of the Europa League against FC Köln. That's the aim. Of course, double uploading at the moment. We may see triple uploads on Thursday or Friday. Maybe both. Wait and see. This is obviously the first episode on Tuesday. I mean, just a case of waiting and seeing how it all pans out time-wise with the amount of football we've got left to play. But Jeremy Pino is in here and will float this and not put enough on it because I'm an idiot. Oh, I'm not going to get a better counter-attacking chance than that, am I? Can't believe I've balls that up, to be honest. I thought it was kick straight at Rashford then. That certainly was kick straight at Ndidi. Tammy's on the run. How's the pass? Not bad. So's the touch. Not bad at all. The shot. Not bad. The save? Guess. Decent effort. Decent stop. Rashford's up with this header. It's going to fall here for Niakate. Little fake shot there just to ensure that we didn't needlessly give the ball away by trying to power it from distance with a centre-back. In the end, I've ended up giving it away anyway because the pass from Niakate didn't quite transpire as I hoped it would do. Little back heel there. I'm not quite going to be able to close that down. We will get that back though, and continually Leeds gift me possession back. And continually I fail to actually punish them for that. Another one that's ended up back in our possession, but Tarek Lamptey seemed rather disinterested in playing the pass there. Garcia played in. Chest control was decent, but we've been able to deal with it so far. Over half an hour in already in this game. Feels like we've barely gotten going. This is good. This is the sort of move that ends up in the back of the net, isn't it? Niakate in the way. Rashford trying to squeeze that way because Cody Drama was coming. I've caught the man late there. Referee didn't even seem to be that bothered by it at all. Thielman nicely intercepted by Gay. He's lost out and he's won it back again. This is a scrappy game. No real quality in it whatsoever. I'm trying to be decent in possession but failing to find the right passes at the right times. And they just can't seem to keep the ball in the first place. Rashford looking to try and find the far corner with an early shot to catch the keeper out, but not to be put off. The goalkeeper off the bar from Tammy. Wow. I think it was off the bar anyway. Whether it was the goalkeeper, the defender, or the bar, it certainly stayed out. What was it in the end? Was it the man on the line? It was. Fantastic defensive work for the man on the line. We've seen something similar go against me earlier this season, haven't we? We played Aston Villa. Remember the ball going through Ainsley Maitland-Niles' face and into the back of the net? Because I certainly do. And that goes in, does it? 1-0 leads. Oh, talk about against the run of play. Emma Richards. Into Wilfred and Ndidi. Shows some strength. Good lad. Look for Richards as the defender turned to try and come to me. And Tammy Abraham will look for Rashford. Emma Richards is there again. And I'm going to try and get this to Guendouzi, which we've done very well. He can't beat his man. I tried to accelerate. The one time I do actually want that heavy touch and burst of pace when you press sprint. And I don't actually get it. Esposito inside to Galoppo. Esposito forward to Gelhardt. If that flies in, I really am done. Leeds have got Bournemouth next, but we're going to try and make sure that they can't concentrate on that because we're causing them too many issues in this game. Okay, Omar Richards went for a dramatic volleyed clearance, and then Guendouzi just stuck his head in the way and cleared it straight back to a Leeds man in the first place. Get that away. Come on then. Tell me I've not got many options here. I'm going to have to go all the way out wide, and Christopher Rea, that hit an arm. The referee saw it, thankfully, and we will keep possession. But now everybody's back in defensive shape for Leeds. Joe Gelhardt going off for them. Forward into Tammy. You're offside, Jeremy. You're onside now. Turn. Tammy. Rashford. Oh, come on. Shot's very well blocked, but Rashford tried to get it under control and just couldn't quite do so as it rebounded back. Indeed, he couldn't quite get to that either, and getting more and more frustrated as this game goes on now. He's still 1-0 up. And, well, don't really deserve it, but watch him get a second here. Oh, you can save that one, can you, Kuhn? Couldn't save the other one. Oh, the other one was easier to stop. Tammy. Out to Rashford. Don't tell me you've overhit that and it's going to go out of play. It hasn't, thankfully. Defender's coming, but Rashford turns with no control on the ball whatsoever. Oh, Sam Greenwood. He's beyond the defensive line. Jesus, I'm surprised he took it that early. Esposito! Castile's trying his hardest to keep us in this. I'm going to have to make some changes, I think. Really didn't anticipate this game being this frustrating, but Leeds are just getting a little bit fortunate, I think, at the moment. 20 minutes to go. Change is made. Rashford up top. Tammy coming off. And Popescu in on the left. Might offer us the opportunity to open up their defensive line. Christopher Rea gets that first. Another Leeds corner from the far side. And delivered in well. Thielman brings it down. Rashford looks to counter. Come on then, Jacob. Looking for Jeremy Pino. Have I put enough on it? Not quite. Needed to get that right in behind. Thielman. Niakate just using brute strength and will keep it in play. Very well done. Options down the line as well. Jeremy Pino keeps it away from the man. Guendouzi will look for Rashford. And we'll try and beat the number 16 here, the defender. Rashford's done very well, as has the goalkeeper. Brilliant work from Marcus Rashford. But their goalkeeper's been on top to everything we've thrown at them so far. That was off a Leeds man, so no offside against Ramsey. Really good cross. Popescu needs to win this header, and he has done. Guendouzi brings that down. This is good. And Popescu! Oh, and the keeper saves it again! Roche frustrating us for another time here against Leeds. I think he got a touch on that. Did he know it's just gone out for a goal kick? Niakate's glanced header, not finding the target. I tried my best here against Leeds. Turns out my best hasn't been good enough. Ramsey, Guendouzi. Keep going, Jeremy. Come on, Mr. Pino. I can't say I haven't had the chances, can I? we're going to lose this game. And thanks to their goalkeeper and our wastefulness in front of goal. So frustrating. We've been really, really good for the past 5, 6 or more games. And we've not exactly been bad here, but one frustratingly conceded goal. The ball cleared off the line and numerous other chances that the keeper's either saved well or keeper thought about coming for that and then didn't in the end. Guendouzi can't get to that. Mailer. It's just time's running out for me now, isn't it? I need to get it off them, but I'm just chasing shadows. 3 minutes added on at the end of the game. So if we do get the ball back quickly, we'll have the chance to break. Come on. Oh, it's just a poor header, isn't it? Let's be honest. Just a really, really poor header. And now I've got the ball back, but time has gone. So no equalising goal for us. It is defeat against Leeds, despite the fact that we bossed the entire fixture. That's painful. Particularly so, considering the nature of our recent form. Newcastle lose, which is good. Spurs only draw against Wolves, which lessens the blow of losing that fixture. The gap is now 8 points, with 9 games remaining. We could, however, have stolen a march on Spurs if we'd have won that one and closed it to 5. Our first defeat for a little while. We were 6 games, 1 in a row in all competitions. Then Leeds United turned up. In the next one, it'll be Arsenal, FC Köln and Manchester City. And hopefully, we'll get a strong enough result there that we can sim that one. As we hoped to do against Rennes and didn't get the opportunity to, thanks to our poor performance in the first leg. But we still got the win at least. A win that we weren't able to replicate against Leeds United. That'll be all for this one. We'll, of course, have another video later on this evening about 6 o'clock, so do make sure you subscribe to the channel with the notification bell ticked and you won't miss it. Not long to go now, but hopefully we're still in the hunt for the FA Cup and the Europa League and involved in the title fight in the Premier League, although not favourites. But still involved. I'll see you later on.